If you're questioning his love lately, don't ignore this. You can feel it. Something's off. He doesn't touch you the same way. He doesn't text you back with that same urgency. He's in the room, but his heart's somewhere else. You tell yourself you're overthinking, that you're just sensitive. But what if you're not? What if your gut is trying to tell you something your heart doesn't want to hear? Today, we're diving into the signs he doesn't love you anymore, how to recognize them before they break you, and how to finally walk away with your dignity intact. Stay until the end, because we're going to talk about what psychologist Alice Miller discovered about the way our body holds the truth, even when we lie to ourselves in love. Alice Miller once said that the body is never fooled. When your heart tries to justify the pain, your gut speaks the truth. You feel uneasy, distant, forgotten. That ache you carry, it's not because you're too sensitive. It's because something important is missing, something you were taught to ignore. You were conditioned to silence your needs, to accept love that hurts. But your body remembers, and your silence is not peace, it's self-abandonment. Have you been lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering if he's slipping away? Maybe he hasn't said it out loud, but something in your heart is whispering the truth. Love doesn't just disappear, it fades, it retreats, and most of all, it shows in the way someone stops showing up for you. We're going to uncover the silent signs that a man no longer loves you, and more importantly, the reasons why you need to walk away before it erases your sense of self. Don't skip this, because the last sign, it's the one most women overlook, not because they're blind to it, but because it's the most painful truth to face. It's the moment you realize you've been holding on to someone who already let go. Stay with me until the end. You deserve to see the full picture before you make any more excuses for his absence. He doesn't argue anymore, not because everything's okay, but because he's emotionally checked out. When someone stops fighting for the relationship, it doesn't mean things are peaceful. It means they don't care enough to fix it anymore. There's no passion, no energy, just indifference. Love doesn't die in loud fights, it dies in silence. You used to talk for hours, now he gives you one-word answers. There's no warmth in his tone, no interest in your stories. You feel like you're living with a stranger who used to be your best friend. That's not a cold phase, that's emotional neglect. When love is present, attention follows. When it's gone, so is curiosity. If you're the one reaching out, planning dates, fixing problems, and keeping the connection alive, then you're the only one holding the relationship together. Love is not meant to feel like chasing someone who keeps pulling away. You deserve reciprocity, not resistance. And before we go any further, I want you to know this. At the end of this video, I'm going to share one powerful truth. Something I wish every woman knew before she wasted another year chasing someone who already stopped choosing her. It's not just about recognizing the signs. It's about remembering who you are after the damage is done. So stay with me, because what I'll say at the end might be exactly what your heart's been waiting to hear. When effort is one-sided, so is the relationship. Physical affection used to be second nature. Now he flinches when you touch him. He used to kiss you goodnight. Now he just rolls over. Our bodies respond to emotional intimacy. When the love is gone, so is the desire to connect. He's not just tired, he's disconnected. Deep down, you feel it. Suddenly, everything is your fault. You're too emotional, too sensitive, too much. But you're not too much. You're reacting to a lack of care. When someone shifts all the blame onto you, they're trying to justify their growing distance. This isn't love, it's emotional gaslighting disguised as criticism. He brings up other women, tells you who he thinks is hot. He compares, he jokes, but the sting, it's real. This isn't about honesty, it's about disrespect. It's a way to diminish you, to make you question your worth so you don't question his behavior. Pay attention to what he talks about when he thinks you'll tolerate it. He used to ask about your day, your dreams, your fears. Now it's like he's just existing around you. There's no interest in your life anymore. No questions, no follow-up. When love fades, so does curiosity. You feel invisible, like a shadow in his world instead of a part of it. The saddest kind of loneliness is the one you feel next to someone you love. When you're with him but feel completely alone, it's not in your head. Here's another red flag on the emotional damage of walking on eggshells. If he gets mad at you easily, without reason, without reflection, then it's time to stop blaming yourself and start choosing peace. Because choosing yourself is always better than living in constant stress and self-doubt. You find yourself pretending, tiptoeing, shrinking, just to keep the peace. You miss the version of him that used to make you feel safe. But now, the silence speaks louder than words. He talks about the future, without you in it. There's no we anymore, just me. You're no longer part of his dreams, his plans, or even his sentences. When someone loves you, they imagine life with you. If he's editing you out, even subconsciously, he's already gone. Sometimes walking away isn't weakness, it's power. You're not leaving because you stopped loving him. You're leaving because you finally started loving yourself. You don't need to beg for effort, presence, or basic respect. The right man won't let you wonder where you stand. So, what do you do when you realize he doesn't love you anymore? You stop begging for breadcrumbs and start feeding your soul. You stop explaining your worth and start believing in it. Leaving isn't easy, it never is. But staying in a relationship where you're constantly questioning your value will slowly erase you. It starts with a choice. To walk away from confusion, to walk away from mixed signals, to walk away from being half-loved, and to walk toward peace, toward clarity, toward a version of you that no longer settles for emotional scraps. You don't have to hate him. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to choose you, one clear, quiet step at a time. Before you go, I want to leave you with something you may not have heard enough. Love isn't supposed to confuse you. It's not supposed to make you anxious or unsure of your place in someone's life. Real love feels like safety. It feels like clarity, not chaos. Like warmth, not withdrawal. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to shrink for it. And you never have to wonder if you're too much or not enough for the right person. Sometimes letting go isn't giving up. It's giving yourself a chance to feel peace again. So if he doesn't love you anymore, let him go. But more importantly, come back to yourself. Because the right love will never require you to abandon who you are just to be chosen. You're not broken, you're waking up, and that's the bravest thing you'll ever do. If this video spoke to your heart, hit that like button, share your story in the comments, and know this: your healing starts the moment you stop accepting less than you deserve. Subscribe for more truth, more healing, and more reminders that you're never alone. And if this video spoke to something deep inside you, don't stop here. In the next one, we'll talk about why we keep attracting emotionally unavailable men and how to finally break the cycle so you can call in real, healthy love. You deserve more than temporary affection. You deserve to feel chosen. I'll meet you there. Thank you for watching.